Hi, good morning everybody. This is Nicholas Teo from CMC Markets here in Singapore. A few things on the corporate front. Last night, Intel basically announced numbers for their quarterly numbers, second quarterly numbers after the market closed. The numbers beat expectations. They were looking for, or analysts was looking for about 50 cents a share. They came in with 55 cents a share, or a 5-cent beat. Now, what was most impressive about the numbers were the fact that through the quarter, they represented an improvement of margins, coming in at gross margins, that is, coming in at around 62.5% or so, which is actually a really good number down there. Now, what we are seeing down here is that this is a close that represents last night's close of regular trade. Intel popped up about 8% in the after hours, and it will definitely be a leader in tonight's action where New York is concerned. Looking at this chart, this is a daily chart across the last year or so. You are seeing this $29 to $30 level, a good support for the stock, having bounced maybe 1 to 3 times off. With last night's numbers, we may see this thing continue to push further up. But the other hand is, you probably looked and noticed that there is a gap down here which has yet to be filled. So certain things to look out for. The last couple of days, AMD, a competitor of Intel, came up actually to warn the street with regards to outlook for chip sales going further. Now this could play a part on Intel. It could mean that Intel basically is stealing market share, which is why they've come in with slightly better than expected numbers, or it could mean or signal a bigger slowdown where the whole industry is concerned. Certainly this stock will be a mover tonight in the market down there. Another stock that I'd like to highlight is a company called Saizeriya, a favorite here in Singapore where restaurants are concerned. Yesterday also, they announced very good numbers, 44% improvement in operating profit. But a key reason for the operating profit was the fact that they slashed margins and they attracted a larger crowd. As a result of that, margins came off, but numbers were really good. We saw this big pop on the stock, about 7% up. This morning we saw a continuation but a quick fade. And this clearly represents, or this could represent, if it closed this manner, it could represent a shooting star. If so, shooting stars are good reversal signals, something to watch out for the next few days. Besides that, we saw Mrs. Yellen's testimony. She basically highlighted that they're still keen on, or the Fed is anyway, keen on hiking rates this year. Essentially, a lot of the major pairs lost ground against the US dollar. And just to have a quick look down here, this big move, the bulk of the big move came in actually after Mrs. Yellen's release of a testimony. As you can see, if you pull up a 15-minute chart or so, this basically happened quite late in the game, or rather quite late in the day's trade, but essentially around the 8:30 evening level when Mrs. Yellen's basically testimony came out. So that didn't do too much to the bond markets nor to the stock markets, but certainly some of the currency pairs lost ground against the US dollar, i.e. we saw a weaker Aussie dollar, we saw a weaker Euro dollar testing and breaking below the 110 level for that matter. But essentially, I think it was a message that the market had more or less been prepared for. It's a matter of where they see things going from here actually, and the impact of that. But I think on the whole, corporate earnings are still going to probably dominate the picture down here. Thank you very much.